Good afternoon, everyone. Gabe Velazquez here with you, transparenttrading-solutions.com on a Tuesday, 7/23. Coming into Tesla and Google earnings, very choppy trading again, kind of summer lackluster trading other than the Russell. Let's get right into the charts again. Subscribe to the newsletter. Give me a thumbs up. Going to be an interesting leading into the core PCE and some more mega cap earnings, but that's the kickoff of the mega caps. We'll see. Google more in particular is going to have more influence on the average. So let's get right into the charts. Not a lot to talk about really with regards to the indexes. We still are looking at this level up here, possibly now that it's all chopping around. This kind of nullifies this area right up here that this 56.44. We'd like to see a good clean entry now that it's chopping around, just kind of complicates things. So we'll see what happens tonight with Google. NASDAQ similarly, just chopping around. If it can't really hold on to this area here, I think we go lower, obviously predicated on the mega caps tonight. Tesla also may have some influence, but I think Google's got the bigger influence. It's much bigger on weighting in the S&P. Russell, notable today, did continue rallying, kind of held against some of these levels here. And it's kind of just chopping around, possibly getting back above 2,300. But that was the notable today on the indexes. Bitcoin looks like it may want to come down and fill that gap. VIX also breaking below 15. I've been writing about it. If it can hold above 15, let's say we get some selling tonight and it jumps above 15 again, we may be in a new regime here. That's too early to say. Interestingly, again, dollar and rates just dead. Nothing going on with regards to the dollar and rates. I think probably, again, Friday core PCE, if that's a major surprise, that could create some volatility here. In the currencies I've been talking about, the peso, nothing. That also is kind of dropping off. I think that largely has to do with oil and New Zealand coming into some level here. The metals chopping around after selling off last week, and copper also interesting, coming into some pretty interesting levels. Oil just cannot get any kind of upside. Looks like it did lift after this morning's sell-off, but it's still down $1 and coming down to about 75, I think. We'll see if that can hold. If it can't hold 75, then we're probably going to go back down into the 69.70 level. I've been talking about nat gas possibly starting to put in a low. Inventories on Thursday, probably again. It's just been very, very quiet and trying to come off the bottom, but I don't think it's anything decisive yet. And then lastly, soybeans of some type of an interest here. So that kind of sums up the futures markets. Again, in terms of stocks, we're looking at CrowdStrike. As you know, everybody, obviously everybody knows what happened Friday with the big shutdown. That was a mishap. They sent out a patch and it obviously wreaked havoc across airlines and banks and just a whole lot of just a big mess. These you generally come about with some opportunity. So maybe around the $200 level, maybe an opportunity to pick that up. There's still some ramifications, probably some lawsuits, what that's going to cost the company. So that's one stock, almost like Boeing when it got hit. So, that and the obvious, NVIDIA also very interesting, just kind of dead in the water, which I think is also a tell, because if again, if they can break 115 on NVIDIA, that's probably going to create some selling. I think the fact that the NVIDIA can't break down is also holding up the indexes. So, okay. All right. That kind of sums it up. Again, we'll see what happens with some of these earnings coming out this afternoon with Tesla and Google. And then the next big catalyst will be the core PCE on Friday. And then we got the Fed meeting next week. So Have a great rest of your week. I will be back on Friday. Again, contact me if you have any questions in the links below, and have a great week. Take care.